Well, welcome back everyone to another booster box opening. This one is for Martin A. We're going to do unlimited here today. Looking forward to it. Man, I am just ecstatic about Monarch. I know it's like we've opened a lot on the channel. I know that, but there's a lot to talk about still. Like there's a lot of things to chat about because Monarch is really overtaking a lot of stuff. I will say it's not like overpowering in the wins and anything like that, but there are a lot of people who are testing out the Monarch decks and the Monarch things. I'm looking up the stats right now, and it does seem like at the calling in Auckland there was a good amount of people who ran like Chain and Prism at the classic constructed event, and like that's super important. Martin, let's see what we can get for you, man. Let's see if we can get you a library. The library, it's like a playable card. Like I know a lot of people were worried about that. It doesn't seem like, and I've said this a lot of times now, but it doesn't seem like Monarch broke anything in the set though, in the system, and I love that about LSS. Like I know I've been like harping on that for a long time, but I love that that the set just added and didn't like remove other stuff. Like I think that's a huge, oh boom, our first foil, Shadow Puppetry Majestic foil there. Dude, that's a pretty cool card. I love, if you haven't looked up the artwork, who did that? Marco Gonzalez. If you haven't like looked at the full artwork for that card, you really need to do it because it's really cool. Valiant Thrusts and Consuming Aftermath. But at the calling, it looks like Prism and Chain represented a huge percentage of the classic constructed deck. So people are really trying to brew that into a way that really it lands into the fold of like a really good deck, top tier deck. So Prism and Chain seem to be in classic constructed the decks to beat. Although I mean you've seen the video. If you haven't, go back and watch. Did a video with Exude Confidence. There we go. I love that there's more Majestics in this than WTR. Go back and watch a video with the winner of the classic constructed event because man, he had some great stuff to say. Winton, he had some great stuff to say about that. So go watch that if you have not. And man, I'm just excited. Like I think Kingdoms now, I know like all content creators they're just going to start hyping up the next set already. Like, but Smash for Big Trees, smash. But you know what, with the new set, like it really provides some excitement to the game. And, Shadow the Guardian of the Shadow Realm, there we go. One of the things that I'm excited about actually is that Monarch prices kind of have dipped down. And I think that will scare away some of the people who invest in Flesh and Blood but don't partake in the community. I don't think that it scares many who like are active in like it doesn't bother me that like Monarch cards didn't skyrocket or didn't go to $1,000 for sealed box. Like that doesn't matter to me. But I think it does matter to people who did invest like heavily in the set but aren't involved in our community. And so like I think really that Kingdoms is going to be the first set that like really shows where we are in Flesh and Blood in terms of like financial starting off investment. Man, look at that artwork. Like what is this coming out of? Do we know? Like what is he? Oh, it looks like a lion, like a tiger maybe? Like the tooth is up here? Like this is like the camera or the guy drawing is like inside of a tiger that's just getting destroyed. Pretty awesome. I don't know. That's just where my mind went. But I think Kingdoms might provide us with like a opportunity to see where I'm sure there will still be Shadow Plasma Fett. Not a great Majestic, man. Martin, not a great one. I'm sure there will still people who are investing and aren't a part of the community, but I think that number will be lower, and that'll allow more of us to get our hands on boxes at kind of like a lower price point than the jump to the 500 that happened on pre-release of Monarch. I just anticipate that that's what's going to happen. I think you'll be able to get boxes at $200 on release, just because it hasn't felt terribly great, I think, for people who invested in a different way. So I'm excited for Kingdoms. I think it'll be really interesting to see, do we see another shadow and another light hero type thing, or do we see a completely new mechanic? I think we'll see a completely new mechanic. And that makes me excited to go back and like eventually have shadow and light again, maybe sometime. But I don't know, I'm just excited about man, Kingdoms just seems like it could be the set that like differentiates. You know, one of the things about Monarch that I think was interesting was that Unlimited, it was the first set that Unlimited came so close after. It really begged this question of like, ooh, Arclight Sentinel. Like right now the prices are so cheap. It just like asks this question, like, do we really need Unlimited right now? I'm not saying one way or another. Smash with big trees, smash, smash, smash. I know a lot of people have suggested like releasing an Unlimited set before first edition. I think obviously you would have to change the name of first edition, allow the players to get their hands on cards first, and then release the one that's like, this is the one that you collect with the cold foils. Oh baby, we got it. The Shadowverse already. Look at it pours. It pours. Look at that. You guys see the foiling? Let me know in the comments if you're not as amused by this as I am. I absolutely love it. By far my favorite foil in the set. Not my favorite artwork in the set, but by far my favorite foil in the set. Like, I absolutely think that I don't know if it was intentional, but it's amazing. Like, it is so cool. Martin, congratulations. I love that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Like, do you think that that Unlimited release before first edition, and you'd have to call first edition something different. Ooh, another back-to-back Arclight Sentinels. Don't like that. I'm curious because I don't, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me from like a release standpoint. But it does really make a lot of sense to me from like a financial, like, playability standpoint. Like, that does make sense to me. So, I don't know. I'm excited though. I think Kingdoms will be great. I just hope they get like the quality. Ooh, Tome of Divinity figured. All right, that's 6 Majestics. I hope they just get the quality figured out, man. On the first edition stuff, like, I'm not saying every card needs to be a 9.5. But like the library, like, oh man, like you should be able to not have Celestial. This is a great Majestic one. Is that 8? 7. This is a great Majestic setup so far. Yeah, you know, like the library it's so off cut and like none of them are centered. Like, that's frustrating. So I hope they get some of that stuff figured out. But all in all, I think Kingdoms will be. It'll be good. I'm excited. I'm excited for spoiler season again. You know, I feel like I'm on the low. Like, we were so hyped up about spoiler season, and it's like, I don't know. Like, here we are. All right, Martin, 2 packs left, my friend, and then we will do a patron pack. So we got Arcane over here. Do a patron pack and then a free pack as well. Smash for big trees. Smash, smash, smash. I heard that somebody put a post up in our Discord of our, you know, for my Patreon, I do have a Discord, and they said in Australia a bunch of people were opening packs and they were doing that. To me, that's so funny. Like, I can't believe, like, it baffles me when I hear stuff like that you guys are doing. Oh, I love it. It's funny. Blinding beam. All right, Martin, not the best, my friend, not the best rainbow foils, and obviously no legendary, but you know, 7 Majestics, one of them being a Celestial Cataclysm, is pretty dang good. All right, let's see what patron stuff we got going on. These were the patrons who supported me early on at kind of like an extended tier, so they are in this list forever, and I really appreciate them. So let's see what this Arcane, and then there's a pack for you too coming in a minute. We got a little trivia question for you. All right, 19 Tanner J. All right, Tanner, let's see what I can pull you, my friend. Thank you so much for the support, Tanner. We passed it all. Mordred Tide in a 0 to 60. There we go, Tanner. Appreciate you, my friend. You got a Mordred Tide coming through you. All right, these go here. All right, here's the trivia question. We talked a little bit about Classic Constructed in this video. I want to know the percentages of 3 heroes. I want to know the percentage of Chain, Prism, and Casu that were represented in the Classic Constructed event in the Calling Auckland 2021. Okay, I want to know that, and whoever comments those 3 percentages first in the video will get whatever's in this pack, as long as it's good stuff. If it's not good stuff, I'm not sending it. We'll just throw it to the free. Pedal and Metal. Oh, you get a super rare, a foil super rare Tome of the Arknight. There you go. So whoever comments that stuff below, you'll get that. Hey, if you're looking to have a box open on the channel, CavDanesMarket.com. If you're looking for some sealed product, we got that too. Patrons, you get $5 off every, not just every order, but every single individual item on the website for boxes, sealed boxes, and box openings. So I hope you enjoy that. The rest of you guys, remember, be kind to the people around you. Thank you so much for watching the videos. And Martin, thanks for letting me open a box for you. It was good, like an 8 out of 10 maybe. I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.